Your Honor, today the defendant facing one charge, assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated circumstance, um, and one count obstruction of justice, medical modifier applying to both.
Okay. I'm going to inform everyone of the court's rules, and then we'll go on to any pretrial motions. And I have a couple of comments to make myself. Uh, but both parties are expected to maintain a high degree of professionalism. The parties should only address the court and not each other. Everyone present for this proceeding will maintain a respectful behavior and abide by courtroom etiquette. Those attending will respect the authority of the court and will comply with the court's instructions. All electronic devices must be turned off or set to silent mode. No recording or photography is permitted by those in the gallery, unless otherwise uh, granted permission by the court. And conversations shall be kept to a minimum and conducted in a whisper so as not to disrupt the proceeding. Before we move
Oh
on to
my
pretrial
god.
motions, I want to thank both of the parties for their patience. I know this case has
I literally just got here.
it's been something else, for lack of a better word, and I appreciate
I will not
y'all's
win this
patience
case.
and getting this case to trial as quickly as we can without uh, prejudicing anyone or anything like that. So, State, do we have any pretrial motions to consider from you?
I do not believe so at this time.
And defense?
None from defense, Your Honor.
All right, State, are you prepared to begin with your opening statement?
Sure.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh god. Sorry, I just get in this state. I'm very tired. Um, Your Honor, people being present today. Lady Katarina Graves, standing before this court, being charged with the very serious crimes of the assault with a deadly weapon against a group of officers of the law and emergency medical service workers, as well as the obstruction of the justice. The evidence and testimony presented today will be clearly demonstrating, with the absence of any doubt, that it was being Miss Katarina Graves who on December 20th, 2023, is encroaching upon the active scene where her associates, Miss Iris Graves, Miss Whitlock, and Miss Osbrook, was being apprehended by the unseen officers, should they be opening fire on the officers at this location. This incident was beginning as the lawful police response to the reports of the armed and threatening individuals at the cemetery. When the officers arriving on the scene, they are attempting to be detaining the armed and brandishing suspect, Miss Carmilla Whitlock. Miss Osbrook, the associate on the scene, initially is refusing the officer orders to be moving away and eventually be opening fire on the officers. Miss Iris Graves, also being on the scene, did also be pulling the gun. Both individuals being shot down on the scene, while Miss Whitlock, seeming to be in the daze, did be ignoring the officers. When the officers are moving to secure the downed suspects, the armed Miss Whitlock, they becoming under the gunfire by the individual later being identified as Miss Katarina Graves from the black body motorcycle. The officers on the scene and the EMS are having to take cover from this deadly assault, and during their duties on the scene, the suspect, Miss Katarina Graves, leaving and returning to the area multiple times, each time again opening fire, endangering the lives of the unseen officers, EMS, and downed suspects, and obstructing the officer and EMS duties. Today, again with the presentation of the irrefutable forensic evidence, ballistics reports, and DNA, the officer testimony and affidavits, the state will prove again beyond any doubt Miss Katarina Graves is being guilty as charged. That is all.
Defense.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh my
Your
god.
Honor, counsel across the aisle, ladies and gentlemen of the court. That opening statement you just heard from the state, you'll notice that there were some things asserted there. Some things asserted as fact that are not.
No, it is fact.
Currently, we are here in court litigating the fact whether the individual at the scene was Katarina Graves. The state is asserting that that is factual and based in evidence. While there may be some evidence presented that shows that, yeah, Kat was present at the cemetery at some point in her life, and DNA was left. We'll also see reports from multiple officers that have contradictory statements, as well as stuff that, maybe was never brought up, maybe never questioned, as well as loose evidence that maybe not have been tested for months, evidence that we might not fully be aware where it came from. We appreciate the court's time and everyone in the gallery out here, watching the administration of justice. That's all for now, Your Honor. Thank you.
I appreciate the opening statements. Counselor Kavanaugh, you may present your first piece of evidence or your witness.
Oh, yes. One moment. Sorry, I'm just looking for somebody. At this time, Your Honor, this table call Mr. Brimslaw Luis Orbigi to the stand.
Deputy Becky, come on up.
You want an oath or affirmation? Do you solemnly affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
The witness has been sworn in, Your Honor.
Counselor Kavanaugh, he's your witness.
What does that even mean? Oh, yes, Your Honor. Hello there. If you could, for the court, your name and occupation for the record.
Sure. My name is Przemysław Krzysztof Wierzbicki, and I am a corporal of the Blaine County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you for your service. Do you recall being on duty December 20, 2023?
I do.
And do you recall respond to the cemetery this date?
I do.
And who did be responding to this location with you?
There was Officer Jack Lamb, Jay Harrington, and Deacon Cinder.
Okay, thank you for that. This state would enter into evidence exhibits F1, F2, and S1. That would be the what do you call them? Affidavits from Mr. Harrington, deposition of Mr. Harrington.
The evidence is recognized.
As well as D4 Jack Lamb affidavit line 39. Apologies. And what did be bringing you to this location?
We received a 911 call from the from an employee of the funeral home that said they were threatened or displayed of a firearm and told to leave.
Okay, thank you for that. This state would enter into evidence exhibit A1, the 911 call. Mr. Wizard Biggie, apologies if I'm ruining that name, is referring to. When you are arriving on this scene, what is it that you are observing?
We observed a few people on there's a little island in the middle of the cemetery. There were a few people there, and there was one individual with a shotgun on her back, which was on like the main graveyard side.
And what did you do in response to this?
So initially, just so we would, be able to investigate further, we did sort of do a reconnaissance. We took a few pictures of them, including the individual with the shotgun, and then we approached from a couple of sides.
Okay, and what happened after you were approaching this individual?
So we focused on the individual with the shotgun on the back due to the higher risk than if someone was to have a pistol, for example. We attempted to make contact, but she wasn't responsive at first, and the other individuals on scene started getting very defensive and kept trying to interfere with us trying to ask questions to the person with the shotgun.
Okay, And everything was good from that?
What do you mean? Sorry.
I mean, what happened after that?
So after that, the two of well, the other three individuals kept trying to interfere with us. I told them to leave. One eventually did start walking towards the parking lot. And then the other one, later identified as Mazakine, became very defensive, saying she doesn't recognize my lawful orders. At which point I told her that if she didn't, she'd be under arrest for failure to obey, which is when she then decided to open fire on us.
Okay. Did officers return fire?
Yes.
Okay. If you could for the court, what did happen next?
So after Mazakine and Iris were incapacitated from the gunfire, we detained Carmilla Whitlock, who we found out to be the individual with the shotgun. The fourth individual was last seen in the area of the parking lot. We then called for fire and rescue to attend to treat the injuries of the downed individuals.
So you're treating the downed individuals?
Yes.
Who was this being treating these individuals?
As in who? Law enforcement or?
Initially.
Initially, I don't recall exactly who treated who. I wouldn't want to
that is fine.
guess.
That is fine. Did EMS eventually be called to the scene?
Yes.
And are you recalling who this EMS was being?
Yes, we had one paramedic, Thomas Ross.
Instead, when in turn to evidence, Exhibit D3, the affidavit of Mr. Thomas Frost, line 37. Let me see. So what is happening during this medical treatment?
So he arrived on scene, started he started assessing the patients and triaging them, deciding which one was worse and which one needed the more emergency support. Within probably about 2 minutes of his arrival, we heard more shooting, and we observed somebody in the parking lot on a sports bike. Initially, I didn't think the shots were at us, and then after a few shots went off, they started then landing nearer us in the graveyard. At which point we returned fire and the bike left the area.
And for the court record, what was the location that you are returning fire to?
To the parking lot where we had our vehicles parked.
Okay. Can you provide the court with description of this motorcycle?
Just dark in color. I couldn't tell you. I just know it was a sports bike in nature and a dark color.
Okay. Let me see. So you were returning fire. What happened after you were returning fire to this parking lot?
So once the bike left the parking lot, we returned to trying to treat and keep scene security and assisting the paramedic, while also attempting to gather evidence between the after that shooting. About another minute or so later, shots rang out again from up on the hill overlooking the cemetery, and it appeared to be the same individual up there.
From up on the hill, the individual. Were you able to return fire this time?
Yes, we returned fire again, but it was a bit of a longer distance, probably about like another 50 to probably 75 to 100 meters more.
Okay. And was everything good after that? What happened after that?
So after we returned fire, the bike left again. Probably about again another 2 or 3 minutes later, we then received fire from the direction of the fence of the cemetery. It's going to be the southwest corner.
The southwest corner. If you could, let me see. Exhibit F1, line 34. You can ignore the boxes on the map.
Okay.
Where I guess third time, Are you indicating the southwest corner? Where is that being?
So the southwest corner. Do you see the curved white path that goes towards the road right at the bottom, like where that the bottommost curve is?
Yes,
That area there.
that area there. Okay, perfect. And was it done then? Did you shoot at the suspect there?
Oh yeah, we returned fire there again. And after 3 incidents of that of being shot at and then returning fire, we then decided that the risk was too great. We had to load up the suspects right now and get them to hospital. That was for primarily the safety of the paramedic as well.
Okay. Let me see. Your experience on this scene, would you say that your abilities to apprehend the suspects on this scene was being impacted by this shooting?
Yeah, absolutely.
And would you say that your abilities to be document and collect evidence on this scene was being impacted?
Yes, we were unable to successfully secure all the evidence for the initial shootout that had occurred due to this.
At any point in time during this incident, were you able to identify the suspect?
Not during the initial shootout, no.
At any time following this incident, were you able to be identifying the suspect?
Yes, blood was collected from the locations of the shootings where we returned fire on. Where, for example, like in the parking lot, or exactly where the bike was, there was a pool of blood. So we took samples, put that in for forensic testing, and we later discovered that to be the DNA of Katrina Graves.
And the stat would enter into evidence Exhibit C1 through 4 on lines 9 and 34. Exhibit B1, Katarina Graves DNA on line 9. One second. Oh, that is it. Let me see. No further questions at this time.
Councilor O'Hagan.
How's it going today, officer? Is it Wizardbicky?
It's Vizbitsky, but most people just call me Bicky.
Are you okay if I just call you Bicky?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you. Bicky, so I'm looking at a report here. It's the original docket posting.
Mhm.
I noticed your name listed at the bottom. Are you the author of this?
Except for the area of the bail conditions, which were obviously provided not by myself, I believe so, yes.
Okay. On the last line there, the last paragraph before the bail conditions, I see two officers called out, 595 and 540.
Mhm.
Who is Officer 595?
That's me.
And who is Officer 540?
540, then 540 was Corporal Jay Harrington. His call sign's now changed as he is a sergeant.
Okay. But at the time of this incident, he was 540?
Yes.
Okay. So inside of this report, it states that 540 was down and robbed of the evidence, which is still outstanding.
Yes, that was in regards to, so like I said just before, once we realized we had to pack stuff up and go kind of now, we made the decision that while the paramedic was loading up the downed suspects, we would go around and quickly whip around and pick up what we could while that was happening. We tried to pick up, like, if it makes sense, like a bits from each part. Like, for example, a bit from the parking, a bit from the shootout that happened in the graveyard. We primarily left casings.
Okay. And do you know what evidence was robbed off of him?
I do not myself. I wasn't present at the time he was robbed.
Okay. And as far as DNA, does DNA assert that that person was the person that was standing over top of where the DNA was found?
Typically.
Okay, I know she said typically. So
Well-
is there a chance that it's not the same?
I mean, the only other thing would be if somebody would have like a vial of somebody's blood or something, but I'm yet to encounter that. I'm yet to encounter any other reason other than somebody being there and bleeding.
Okay. So,
Thank you,
by
Vicky.
your assertion, there's nowhere that there's blood
the
in
same
the
one
state
from
from
last
any
night.
individual that could wind up on a crime scene that they were never involved in.
Not fresh blood, no.
Not fresh blood, but it is possible to have DNA show up on the scene, right?
Show up on scene? I mean, what do you mean by that? Just like
Yeah.
randomly, or?
Well, it wouldn't be random. DNA can be, you could be bleeding and driving down the road and leave your DNA on the road, right?
Was this blood
If
left
I'm
on
hanging
the
out
road?
the window of my car, sure.
Okay. Or even if you're, let's say you're on a motorcycle, you're in something that doesn't have a flooring.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Yeah.
possible? Okay.
I mean, potentially. I'm not an expert in forensics. I'm, you know,
Yep, that's fine with me. No further questions, Your Honor.
Anything else from Counselor Kavanaugh?
Yes, just a few. Let me see. The DNA collect on this scene. How do I articulate this? Where was it collected?
To my knowledge, it was from the parking and from West Eclipse Boulevard, but it was Jay Harrington that collected it. I believe that was while I was treating Mazakin initially.
Okay, thank you. And for the record, where is it that you are shooting upon the suspect?
Sorry, what is it you mean, sorry?
Where did you shoot the suspect? On the
Like,
motorcycle.
So where did I return fire to them?
Yes.
I returned fire to them all 3 times. So when they were in the parking, when they were up on the hill, and when they were on West Eclipse.
Thank you for that. No further. Actually, I do have a few more questions, if I may.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, never mind.
Counselor Hagan.
No redirect, Your Honor.
All right. Does defense counsel intend to call Deputy Bickey as a witness?
No, you can release.
All right, Deputy Bickey, you are released from your subpoena. You may leave the court as you please.
I think so.
Counselor Kavanaugh, this is your opportunity to present your next witness or your next piece of evidence.
This state will call Mr. Deacon Sender to the stand. Where's my questions for Sender? I will be quick.
Would you like an oath or affirmation? Would you like an oath or affirmation?
Affirmation.
Okay. Raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
The witness has been sworn in, Your Honor.
Counselor Kavanaugh, he's your witness.
Thank you. Hello there.
Hello.
Your name and occupation for the record.
I am Senior Deputy Deacon Cinder with the Blaine County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you for your service. Do you recall being on duty December 20, 2023?
Mostly, yes.
Okay. And do you recall the responding to the cemetery on this date?
Yes.
Can you briefly walk the court through the events that occurred there?
So I was on another situation that was down the road, just on Boulevard Del Perro. The situation had resolved, and as they had called for another additional for the situation at the graveyard, in response to a 911 with a suspect in the graveyard wearing it with a shotgun on their back, I had redirected to the location to assist. The officers had already assumed positions observing the, at this point, suspect and other individuals at the center island of the graveyard. I had proceeded to make my way around to the northern side of the graveyard on the hilltop and attempted to gain eyes on all of the individuals. Once I had gained eyes and we had confirmed, to the best of our knowledge, how many suspects we had at the scene, we made a call to all regroup and approach from two different angles, one from straight ahead and then one from a slight flank to the right-hand side. When we approached, we attempted to primarily make contact with the individual with the shotgun on their back, as that was the main reason that we were there at that time. However, during the attempt to converse, there was no response from the individual themselves, and we did have the other individuals on scene approach us and start being defensive of the person, telling us that we had no right to be there, etc. The other officers, deputy and detective on scene, attempted to get the individuals to back away from the scene, to leave the area, as they were not in any trouble at that point. They had not caused any issues. They were not being detained, and they were no longer needed on the scene. However, they heavily resisted this mostly. One of the suspects had at that point made their way sort of behind Detective Jet Lam, one of which was kind of making their way towards the car park, and the other had mostly made their way to the car park by this point. I don't know the exact trigger of the situation, but all of a sudden shots were being fired and exchanged between officers and some of the people on scene. I mainly was focused on the person with the shotgun in case they suddenly jolted awake from the gunfight, and proceeded to engage. That was my main focus. And once Iris Graves and the second suspect, I believe Mazikeen, was neutralized, with the other suspect fleeing from the scene on a motorcycle, we eventually proceeded to cuff this person with the shotgun. We attempted to secure the scene, set up a mini triage on the site so that we could start giving medical to everyone who needed it. We started giving treatment, and during this I opted to return back to the hillside on the northern perimeter of the graveyard, so as to prevent anybody catching us off guard from that angle. I proceeded to conceal myself into one of the bushes, so that my position was as concealed as possible. The motorcycle that had been called out originally there, with the suspects, I believe, wearing the same clothes that they had originally been called out with, did return to the scene, start opening fire down on the southeastern corner of the graveyard. At first, we weren't sure if it was at us or, angry local exchange kind of situation. However, shots then did continue to be fired and officers returned fire. Whilst I was on the northern perimeter, later, approximately 2 minutes later, I would say, I did hear a motorcycle encroaching from the northeastern perimeter. And I did call out to the officers in the graveyard that the motorcycle was now in visual range on the northern hillside. By the time the suspect was peeking over the top of the hills, they were engaging in a gunfight, and officers immediately were able to return fire. The suspect fled from the hillside. Approximately 5 more minutes later, more shots were fired from the southwest corner. And then after a while, we determined it was no longer safe, left the scene, and at that point, I was detached from the situation as I was no longer necessary.
Okay. Let me see. Exhibit, if you could, reference state exhibit or line 37.
Yes, ma'am.
I wish I wouldn't have did this. Are you recognizing this image?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see. For the court, could you point out where the suspect was shooting officers from?
So the first time that we heard the shots after the bike had already left the scene would have been in the bottom leftmost corner of the image. Deceptively, that is the southeastern corner of the graveyard. The image is mainly facing west in this image. So that would have been in the bottom left, the southeastern corner. The second time would have been where I specifically marked in yellow the number 4. This is where I witnessed the suspect creep up on the hilltop and peek down on the officers. And the third time in the southwesternmost corner would have been around the curve near the main building of the graveyard, to the best of my knowledge, maybe a bit further around.
Okay. Around the curve near the big building.
Roughly around that corner somewhere. I don't recall the exact positioning.
Okay. Let me see. In your experience on this scene, were your abilities to assist in the apprehension of the suspects being impacted by this incident?
It was definitely making the process a lot slower for us. We were unable to accurately process the scene. We were unable to give accurate medical to the suspect, as we were constantly having to divert our attention to making sure we weren't getting shot in the back.
And for the court, are you able to describe the suspect that you're seeing shooting?
I would not be able to accurately recall that. We're talking a few months ago.
Okay. What about the vehicle? Are you able to describe the vehicle?
All I recall was being told a very dark in colour sports bike, typically relating to a possible Batty 801 or 901 kind of shape.
Let me see. Where is it? Exhibit H 6, line 34 of the docket.
Which one, sorry?
H6, line 34.
Yes, ma'am.
You could also look at 7 and 8. Is this vehicle looking similar to the one from the incident?
I would say it definitely resembles the same shape, same color. I wouldn't be able to 100% certainly confirm, just purely based on multiple factors of distance, weather, lighting at the time.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Counselor O'Hagan.
No questions, Your Honor. Prepared to release from subpoena.
All right. Deputy Cinder, excuse me, you are released from your subpoena. You may leave the court as you please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counselor Kavanaugh, you may present your next piece of evidence or your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. This state will review Exhibit D3, line 37, Thomas Frost affidavit. In this affidavit, Mr. Frost, the senior paramedic, recalled responding to the scene. He checking over, triaging both down suspects. He beginning to check the injuries of the second patient and was being forced to take cover as the person on the motorcycle was opening fire on himself and the officers. His treatment interrupted and he forced to immediately take cover. After this short while, he was being cleared to return treating the patients. As he rendering aid, he came under fire by a barrage of bullets. He narrowly missed by a bullet and ran to cover and sounding his panic button. Once the scene was being clear, he stopped rendering aid and insisted to be transported to the hospital due to the active high threat against himself and his patient lives. He asserted that this incident called medical aid to be disrupted twice and forced the decision to be moving them to the pillbox sooner than later. This state would also review Exhibit D4, Jack Lamb Affidavit, line 39. Mr. Lamb recalled responding to the 911 at the funeral home and cemetery on West Eclipse, with officers Wieserbicky, Harrington, Cinder also being on the scene. Upon arriving on the scene, they began documenting the individuals near the pond. After securing the area and documenting the scene, officers moved in and approached the individuals. Officers observing the female with the shotgun on the back, and the officers giving the order to be dropping the weapon, which they did be getting ignored. The officers also did be directing the other individuals on the scene to be leaving, Ms. Olsbrook becoming argumentative before pulling the firearm and opening fire on the officers. They did be shooting her down. Iris Graves also being on the scene, pulling the gun, and he opening fire on her and shooting her down. Then providing her the medical assistance, documenting the scene and collecting the evidence from the immediate area of the shootout. At that time, the motorbike began to circle the graveyard as sufferer is arriving on the scene. Mr. Frost began treating the two down and shot suspects. Shortly after, additional gunshots fired towards officers and the medic. This happened repeatedly, prompting the officers and the EMS to decide to be safer to transport the suspects to the Pillbox Medical Center for the treatment, ensuring their safety for transit. According to this affidavit, Mr. Lamb did be collecting this important evidence on the scene prior to the assault on the officers and the EMS, meaning the shell casings and DNA collected in that area could not be from the suspect that is opening fire on the scene. Oh my gosh. If the court would give me the moment to briefly review the Mr. Harrington deposition. I believe, I don't know what line it is on in the docket.
Should be the very last one. The court posted it just about half an hour before trial.
Is it the correct posting now?
The one that the court
It's
posted is
46 now, Sonny.
Okay, I did note that it was incorrect at first. Very confused. 149 to 201, Mr. Harrington recalled being on duty responding to the sticks on December 20. Let me see. 224 to 234. He expressing that the 911 call about someone at the location with a shotgun is what bringing him to the location. 234 to 250, when asked about what he observing on the scene, he expressing that he did not immediately respond direct to the scene, but was instead the backup unit and arrived with a Class 2 weapon in response to the reports. 250 to 533, Mr. Harrington recalled the altercation between the suspects on the scene. Ms. Carmela Whitlock, unresponsive and brandished the shotgun. Ms. Oldsbrook and Iris Graves and another unidentified individual emerged from the center island and began speaking with officers. Other officers advised them to leave the area, the situation escalating. They identifying as press, but no identifying clothing or identification. Officer give the final warning and turn into the heated argument where Mexican Osbrook pulling the firearm and opening fire. Miss Iris Grace also pulling the gun. Both suspects shot down on the scene, and the third unidentified suspect fled to the parking lot on a motorcycle, leaving the area. 549 to 654, officers believing the incident to be Code 4 had fire and rescue who was being staged in the area, rolling to the scene, Cinder with Becky giving medical to Martha Keane and Iris, while he and Jack Lamb documenting the scene and collecting the evidence. A female on a black motorcycle then rolling up to the scene in the church parking lot and began opening fire on officers and on scene fire and rescue. Mr. Harrington and Becky returning fire with the suspect and advising fire and rescue to be taking cover. 646 to 656. When asked about the vehicle, Mr. Harrington identified the vehicle as a Boti Black 901. 656 to 755, when referencing State Exhibit H 638, line 34, Mr. Harrington expressed that the vehicle in the photos is matching the description of the bike on the scene, but could not confirm if it was the exact same motorcycle. 801 to 836, when asked about the location of the suspect when officers opening fire on them, Mr. Harrington identified the westbound lanes of West Eclipse Boulevard outside of the church parking lot, but was unable to affirm whether it was him or Officer Wizard that had landed the shots on the suspect. 836 to 934, when asked about what did happening next, Mr. Harrington expressed that after exchanging gunfire with the suspect on the bike, they returned their primary back to making sure the fire and rescue was okay and administering the medical aid. The same motorcycle came down the western side of the cemetery further down West Eclipse near Great Ocean and began opening fire on officers again. They again returning fire and informing fire and rescue to taking cover. 934 to 940. When asked if any officers successfully striking the suspect at this location, Mr. Harrington unable to confirm due to the pressing matters, officers did not have the chance to go to that location and recover the evidence. 1114 to 1214. When asked about State Exhibit F1 934, Mr. Harrington, recognizing this image as the photo map he's sharing to better pinpoint the location where the evidence was being recovered. The location in red was the primary scene where shell casings 9x19 Parabellum and where DNA from Miss Grace was being recovered. The yellow is being the secondary shooting scene. The biker returned to the parking lot and did a drive-by shooting, discharging a couple of shots before leaving again. 12:14 to 12:59. When asking about this location, where the officers have returned fire to the suspect, Mr. Harrington identified the first scene, the primary scene indicating the red box is the location. He affirmed that he had been the individual that would be collecting evidence from that location. This evidence was labeled and placed into flat packs, which remained in his custody until secured at VPD for processing. 13:01 to 13:10. When asked if he was able to identify the suspect at the time of the shooting incident, Mr. Harrington did negate. 13:10 to 14:07. When asked if he was being able to identify the suspect now, Mr. Harrington expressed visually no, but added that the suspect was identified on scene due to DNA evidence. At that location, he recovered shell casings 9x19, several samples of DNA. After forensic teams processed the DNA, returned the DNA sequence linking back to Miss Katharina Graves. 14:07 to 15:21. When asked in reference to State Exhibit C1 and C2, Line 9, the forensic reports, Mr. Harrington affirmed that these evidence reports were from the evidence he did collect on that scene in the westbound lanes of West Eclipse Boulevard and the church parking lot. The exact same locations indicated in the map and Exhibit F1 on Line 34. 15:26 to 16:01. When asked about the specifics on the forensic reports C1 and 2, Mr. Harrington affirmed that among the multiple samples and pieces of evidence, it was being only one unique DNA profile collected and only one unique shell casing collected. 16:01 to 16:24. When asked if Miss Graves did be owning a Body 901, Mr. Harrington affirmed that according to the MDT, she did. That would be State Exhibit I, 1, and 2 on Line 34. 16:26 to 18:16. When asked about the identification of the firearm used in this incident, Mr. Harrington indicated that he was unable to identify the specific weapon at the time of the incident. However, he is now able to identify the specific weapon. Miss Katharina Graves was subsequently arrested with a combat pistol in her possession. The weapon shoots 9x19 parabellum. Upon discovering the firearm in the evidence locker, he test-fired the weapon at the SSSO and processed the casings with the expedited processing. Upon reading the forensic reports, the shell casing microstamp returned to the exact same results as the shell casing microstamps found on the scene December 20. He has confirmed that the registered owner of this weapon was Miss Katharina Graves and that this weapon had been secured from her person upon an arrest. 18:16 to 19:30. When asked about State Exhibit H335, Line 34, Mr. Harrington confirmed this firearm from Evidence Locker 23985 was being the combat pistol in question and it was being registered to Miss Katharina Graves. 1948 to 2057. When asked if his duties on the scene had been hindered by this incident, Mr. Harrington affirmed that the ability to detain suspects had been hindered. They had to delay medical treatment twice to engage in ongoing threat of harm towards officers, fire and rescue, and individuals down on the scene. His ability to document and process the scene was also hindered. 2112 to 2142. When asked about evidence collection, Mr. Harrington expressed that after medical treatment had been finished, he went and collected the evidence. 2 units went to the hospital with the injured suspects, and he and another remained on scene to document and collect the evidence. Let me see. Almost, I guess it can be done. At all?
Do you have any other evidence or witnesses to present to the court?
Your Honor, the state would point out in Exhibit C1 and C2, line 39, the evidence collected by Mr. J. Harrington. Again, there is one unique DNA profile, multiple samples, and one unique shell casing returning to one gun. The state will also point out that the additional photos of the crime scene, specifically the DNA, in Exhibit E5 and E1, is returning to C4 and C3. This DNA sample is returning to Miss Iris Grace and the firearm of Mr. Jack Lamb. I don't know. I don't feel good about this.
Okay, the court takes note of that. Do you have any additional evidence or witnesses to submit?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Counselor Hagan, you may present your witness or evidence.
Defense is prepared to arrest, prepared for closing.
All right, Counselor Kavanaugh, are you prepared with your closing statement?
Your Honor, this state will request a little bit of time.
Okay, the court will reconvene at 6:20, 5 minutes from now.
Oh my god.
Correct.
Hmm. No, I didn't have time to prepare properly for this. I got rushed. I had to do this deposition last night. I didn't get to fully go through the deposition. I'm waiting for this other lawyer to be working on this case for weeks. Then he could not be doing it. And then the witness, they said they were coming today, not coming. Hmm.
All rise. Court is now back in session.
I do not feel comfortable with this.
Thank you all. You may be seated. Counsel Kavanaugh, are you prepared for your opening statement? Or, excuse me, for your closing statement? I don't want to redo this case again.
No? Not having fun?
Just a little bit.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's hear it.
Your Honor, people being present today, thank you for your patience and attention during this trial. Today, the state will be presenting the irrefutable evidence that is proven beyond any doubt the defendant, Miss Katarina Graves, is being guilty of the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against multiple officers and the emergency personnel. She also did be obstructing the justice. On December 20, 2023, officers again responding to the emergency call at the Stick Cemetery about the armed individuals. Arriving on the scene, they attempting to detaining the suspect, Miss Whitlock, who they observing brandishing the shotgun. The situation quickly escalated to the gunfire with two suspects, Miss Iris Grace and Mazakin Osbrook, and they was being shot down on the scene. As the officers attempting to secure and document the scene and provide the necessary medical assistance to the downed suspects, Miss Katarina Grace began interjecting herself in a dangerous and violent manner. While operating the black motorcycle, the Black Butty 901, she began opening fire on the officers and disabling the patrol vehicles on the scene. Officers did be returning fire to Miss Graves, who left the scene, and returning to the scene to be continuing her barrage of gunfire upon the officers and on-scene EMS triage area. The actions of Miss Katarina Graves are forcing the officers and EMS on the scene to be taking cover, taking the defensive positions, hindering them from being able to fully detain and treat the downed suspects, hindering their abilities to be documenting the scene and collect the evidence, and preventing the emergency medical treatment of Miss Iris Graves and Miss Osbrook by the on-scene EMS. The active situation shooting becomes so dangerous the officers in EMS was having no other options but to removing the injured suspects and abandoning the scene to be transporting them to the more secure hospital facility of the Pillbox Medical Center. But not before officers were able to eventually document and collect important and critical DNA and forensic evidence from the exact locations where the shooter had been raining her terror upon the area. The exact locations where officers have returned fire to the suspect. The forensic evidence in this case is irrefutable. The DNA collected from the shooter locations, the exact locations where officers returning fire upon the suspect, the female in the all black on the black body motorcycle, multiple samples are all returning to this single strain, the strain of DNA that is directly matching Miss Katarina Graves. The shell casings collected directly surrounding this collected Katarina DNA is all returning to this single firearm. A combat pistol registered to Miss Katarina Graves that was recovered from her person and documented on her person on February 29th, just 2 months after the shooting incident. The black motorcycle used in this near-deadly assault is directly matching to Miss Graves' own Body 901 license plate ending in 413FO that is also being documented in Incident 23985 Exhibit H and I. The defense may assert today that the DNA of Lady Graves being on the scene is the unfortunate coincidence that this gun used to commit this crime could have been being possessed by any person. However, the officers clearly articulating that the DNA collected from the scene is being in the exact location where officers are returning fire to the shooter. The multiple samples of DNA returning to the single unique DNA profile of Miss Graves are being surrounded by the multiple shell casings returning to the single weapon. The combat pistol recovered from Miss Graves that is registered to Miss Graves and the vehicle being used by the suspect in question is the black Body 901 matching the exact same color and style of the 901 registered to Miss Graves. The DNA on the scene, the casings on the scene, and the bike being on the scene. There is being no doubt the shooter who recklessly endangering and hindering and assaulting the on-scene EMS and officers on December 20th was being Miss Katarina Graves. The DNA and ballistics from the scene are directly linking her to these crimes. Almost done. The medical modifier is be applying to this incident, thusly automatically doubling her time and fine for these crimes. The medical modifier asserts that any crime that is taking place around the medical center or the field triage treatment area will result in the automatic doubling of the punishment and fine. These crimes must be being committed within 50 feet of the medical center, including the field triage and treatment areas being used by SAFAR or SAMS to treat, triage, and set up transport of any patients. During this incident, affidavits and testimony are directly asserting the gunfire did be occurring and impacting the field triage location. Mr. Frost in the affidavit is stating that he was checking over and triaging both Downey suspects when he was forced to take cover as the person on the motorcycle began opening fire on himself, a medical employee, and the officers. His treatment was interrupted when he was forced to immediately be taking cover. When he was being able to return to treating patients and again rendering aid, actively treating patients in the field, he again coming under fire, narrowly missed by the bullets and forced again to seek the cover. He stopped rendering aid and determined to be abandoning the field triage location, the impromptu location where patients Iris Grave and Osbrook were being actively treated in the field and transported to the more secure location at the hospital. The state today proving beyond any doubt Miss Graves is the individual again firing upon the scene with the weapon and the EMS personnel on December 20th. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and obstructing justice. The ballistics reports is directly linking the firearm used to be committing this crime to her person. The combat pistol recovered from her person on February 29th registered to her person, leaving the only shell casings in the area where the suspect, Miss Graves' DNA, was being directly surrounded by these casings. On this day, she was deliberately engaging in the series of unlawful aggravated assaults to aid her criminal associates, escape, obstruct the officers, and on-scene EMS at every opportunity. A reckless disregard for the law and life is deserving of the maximum accountability. The state will be urging this court today to be finding the Miss Graves guilty of this aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and the obstruction of justice with the medical modifier applying. That is all.
Counselor O'Hagan.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the court, The state threw a lot of information at everyone today, like a
Yes.
lot of information.
Thank you.
But let's dissect that information and actually look at like what is based in fact versus what is based in assumptions or probabilities. Was DNA present at the scene of the crime that matches back to Kat? Yes, there was. Do we know if the DNA came from the actual commission of the crime? No. Does Kat own a body? 901. Yes. But as we've heard through multiple officers' testimony at this point, not a single one of them were able to verify if that is actually the same bike at all.
No, they said it was a 901.
Through a couple of the officers' testimony, they just stated a black sports bike. Next, we're going to look at the firearm. This firearm that the state so willfully stated was obtained during an arrest of Kat, and then placed into an evidence locker. We have very little information on this arrest or how this gun even got into the evidence
Yeah, because
locker.
you wanted the evidence
No
thrown out.
officers testifying to the search of the individual to obtain the firearm.
Yeah, that's because they did not show up.
We also look at this incident and the time frame built around it, and we can clearly see that this is well over a month after the alleged commission of this crime. The only officer that testified anything regarding the actual pistol itself and seeing the pistol was not able to positively identify if it was the pistol used in the commission of the crime. When we look at the DNA,
Yes, he was.
and we look at the pistol and we look at the bike, some of those items may have been present, but
No,
we
they
still
were.
have doubt whether we can actually assert if those items were present on scene and during the commission of the crime. It's not just about being on scene. It has to be from the commission of the crime. Evidence could be left over from previous events. The graveyard being a place that Kat frequents, obviously DNA would be found on scene. Then we heard this.
It
this
wasn't in
fresh
the graveyard.
blood, statement come out, but we never heard any of that testimony from the officer that actually collected the evidence, and that would be the Sergeant Jay Harrington. With looking at all of these items and looking at the questions they raise and the fact they lack, statements in true evidential fact, we must ask ourselves, in a system of justice, what do we do at a time like this? The burden in a criminal trial, very straightforward. It's proof beyond a reasonable doubt. If there's questions that remain in your head after this case today, has that burden really been met? Due to the amount of questions that still exist in this case, and the fact that it's been testified to at this point, there's evidence that is missing. We would ask the state
What
reach the
evidence is
only
missing?
reasonable conclusion in this matter and render a justice-bearing verdict of acquittal. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the court, and thank you, Sonny, for your time today.
Okay, I appreciate the closing statements, and I think we were able to get it done in under 3 hours, as we all agreed to. However, the court is not going to render a verdict today. There's a lot of evidence to review. I'm going to review the deposition of Sergeant Harrington. I haven't had a chance to listen to that again. There were some issues with the transcript, and of course, there's a litany of evidence that has to be reviewed as well. And I want to get it right. So, like I said, I'll not render a verdict today. I will later this week, before the weekend, probably midweek. And I think we'll have a better time scheduling the hearing for that than we did this trial, since we'll just need the defense counsel, the defendant, and the state. So with that, the court will be in recess until such a time that the verdict is rendered. The defendant is still on bail and must follow her bail conditions. And before I dismiss everyone, I'm going to speak to the bailiff for just 1 second. I think we have a security concern, and then I'll release everyone. Give me 1 second.
Hello,
with that,
this is
the
being
court
state
is in recess
prosecutor
until,
Sonny De
like I said,
Cavanaugh.
such a time that the verdict is issued.
Hello, Sonny. It's Lieutenant Alejandro Garcia.
Yes, what can I do for you?
We have an individual here who's
We'll
requesting
let
a
you know
lawyer,
once we
and
get
I would like our lawyers present
once we start to figure out a date
if
for
you're available.
the actual.
I am currently stuck in the court. We are in recess due to some security concern.
Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty. Are you?
I gotta
and
run,
Bert
but
there?
good job, Sonny.
Excuse me?
Are you and Bert there?
Yes, we will be there shortly. I think we can leave now.
Okay.
Where are you at again?
VPD.
Okay, perfect. We will see soon.
Alright. Bye bye.
Bye. Hey there.
How'd you think you did? Sorry, I missed a lot of it because there was a cell call I had to take.
I felt not prepared as much as I want to be.
Oh.
I
it's
get
okay.
rushed to come home. The deposition I didn't get to fully review.
Yeah.
There are many issues. There was a witness that was supposed to be here. Not showing up.
Where's your
And I-
where's your co-counsel?
Also not here. They did
Oh my
say they could
gosh.
not be here today. But
Did-
they
were
were
they
not here for
recused?
deposition. No, I don't think so.
Ooh. These
It
ones
is
are tough,
fine.
Sonny. It's all good. You win some.
I don't
lose
know
some.
what else to do. The DNA is right there where they say they're shooting her. It is surrounded by the shell casings of the shooter gun that is being recovered from the suspect.
I'm not really sure what our
Registered
response
to the
should
suspect.
be. I'm not really sure what our response should be to. How do we know that that DNA is not from her being there previously?
Because
You know
it
what I
is
mean?
surrounded by the fucking shell casings that is firing at the
I appreciate the
officers.
Right.
The shell casings that are returning to the gun that was in a
for
position
Wednesday
registered
for
to her.
sentencing, so I'll coordinate with PD to have
If-
presence here just
If
in
you
case
cannot
there
be
is a
using
guilty
that to
verdict, 'cause-
prosecute somebody, then I don't know what you can. Any evidence. Oh, I'm sorry. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Can't ever
No,
be
I
saying
agree.
anything. No need to collect any evidence ever. Not unless you are shooting down the person
Okay.
on the scene. Maybe get the signed confession.
I mean, we did one yesterday for Elsie Shaw. She came back to court for sentencing, so
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure you
not
did
guilty.
your best as always, Sonny.
I
No.
forgot. No.
I'll coordinate.
Fuck!
Here, can I have your number? And I seem to be the ones that are here. most of the
But
time.
anyway, we need to go to the VPD.
Okay. What's
find
what's
it
going on
for
there?
Sale rep.
I enjoy this.
Oh,
so
really?
bad.
All right.
Have a lot
I
of
will
other
let you know,
court cases
once
to
they
be
I mean, probably
Yep.
will need PD
apparently
presence.
going
so.
over.
Yeah, if yeah, we'll see how he makes the verdict. Whether he wants to.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Doc just comes up to me and he goes, "Oh, I'm disappointed. By the way, you didn't introduce yourself as that."
Oh god. Sometimes that is not good. Did I do a good job?
What?
I don't think so. I did not feel good about it. I did not feel prepared as I want to be. In this court case, for me, happened very fast. You want to drive to there? You want me to?
Yeah, I can drive.
Yeah, perfect. Oh my god, look at that guy. Driving on the grass.
Better not hit my car.
Wait, where is your car? Well, how are you going to hit the car in the garage?
Well,
Oh my god, look at that fancy car.
it's nice.
Oh my god, look at this little car. No, I understand it. It's just very difficult. Like, yes, if it would have just been the DNA and some random shell casings, they did not find the gun, that would be one thing. But they have her DNA there, and they gone registered to her that is shooting the bullets that was recovered from her after the fact. He tried to assert, oh, it's been in evidence for so long. Anybody? What do you mean anybody could be taking it? What, do you think the policia want to go around just pulling shit out of evidence lockers, figuring out how to frame people? I don't think so. They may just happen to find this gun that was used in this crime and say it was from Lady Graves. I don't even know how you would do that. Why are you going in this side? This is the wrong way.
That's the exit!
What is? Oh,
Yes,
shit.
don't you know you drive on the right side of the road? What are you doing?
I didn't think it mattered.
Back to the future car.
Hello, Sunny.
Hey there.
Hello, guys.
What's
So,
up?
Our guy took a nap. We're waiting on him. But let me fill you in.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper. So he robs the store, right? Earlier today, he robbed Clinton. We get him. We catch him. We send him off to jail. Come an hour later, he robs Clinton again. We chase him. Never lose eyes on him. We catch him again after he swings at an officer and gets shot down. We then take him here. The officer doesn't want to charge him with anything because he didn't hit him or anything like that. We're like, hey, it's fine. So we're literally just gonna charge him with robbery and evading arrest. He says, but I didn't rob it or anything. I say, but we have photos. And he's like, uh-huh, how do you know it was me? I'm like, okay, dude. So he's like, I want a lawyer. We ping a lawyer, we wait a little bit, stuff like that. Then we're talking with him, and he headbutts me through the cells over there. Right? He says, you were standing too close. So naturally, I'm gonna charge him with agbat because he hit me. Then says, I couldn't fit my head through the bars. How could I headbutt you? I'm pleading not guilty. I'm just like, wow.
One of those, huh?
Yep. Definitely one of those.
Oh, he sounds special. Maybe he hit his head too hard.
Maybe. But yeah. So it is the report is Nick Butler. What? Oh no.
Oh yeah, this guy was in here earlier.
Mr. Butler, can you not see? I can't see.
Nick Butler?
I guess so.
Nick Butcher. Yeah, it's Nick Butcher. Here he is.
This was the previous arrest report. What is his current charges now? Oh, this is the one. Aggravated battery robbery, evading arrest.
Hey, look,
Perfect.
they call it electric boogaloo, just like our DOJ email thread.
Oh, what is an electric boogaloo?
I actually don't know. You're gonna have to ask Fallon. She's the one that.
No clue. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
no
is
clue.
Ricky Jones.
All I know is that every single time when we chase him on foot, he pulls something on the officers and tries to swing at them, and we have to shoot him down.
Why is it only hostage taking? Some raven.
Electric boogaloo. It's like a humorous breakdancing. So he's just basically saying it was a silly rabbit chase, probably.
Interesting.
Let's just say he's new to the city.
I see that he started his criminal enterprise on the 20th.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got him with the illegal pelt. I think I was here for that.
Interesting. Heather! Give me
That'll
money!
get you every time. The illegal animal skins.
Let's see here.
And he had a
Other
golf cart
felonies.
warrant. Jeez, oh Pete. He's hitting the trifecta.
It's this one. Also, he pled guilty to the robbery and fleeing and eluding. Wait, where is this one? Wait, what? Why is there not a docket for August Young?
Sorry, 10-9.
What is this one? This is Ricky Jones. Where is August?
It should be someone from the Coronado group, Zachary.
Zach Michaels?
Let me call her.
CM90? Why are they separate? I guess they were filed separate. Maybe they were apprehended separate.
It is.
I don't see 90.
Oh, are you the one that's a representative of Coronado Group?
I see 86, 95, 88, 93, 84, 89. Oh, here's 90. Shit. Some raven.
What's this? There you go. All right. Okay, you gonna go grab him? All right. All right, Mr. Butler, your lawyer is here, so just give us a second to get him from upstairs, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I found it. Thank you. I don't know why there are separate dockets. It doesn't say it was warrant. They were apprehended.
Yeah. There's other shit.
Hey, Bert.
Oh, Zach,
There you
look
go.
who it
Long time no
is.
see, man.
I know. Crazy.
Oh, hey there.
Hey, Sonny. How's it going?
Oh, it's good. Are you excited to see me?
Oh, I'm always excited to see you, Sonny. Always excited.
Do we have a prosecutor
Sense the
assigned
sarcasm
to
in my
this?
voice, I hope.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna
Okay.
say, geez.
Did Nadia fill you in?
No, not yet. Not the
vaguely,
whole
but
thing.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, is
Wait.
this him right here?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
You said it
Mr.
was
Butler.
Butler.
I'm
Thank
Raven,
you.
self-representing.
If you
Alright.
want to talk to him or you want to talk to us first, either one.
Yeah, can I have a few minutes?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Of course.
Thanks, guys. Damn, Bert. They give you guys a new jacket?
We've always had this.
Have you? Okay, it looks different. Anyways.
Listen, I need to be professional.
I'll wait.
I already
He
have
wants us to walk away.
many complaints.
Get over here.
Oh, am I in the way?
Ye-
Oh, I'm
yes.
so sorry.
You're in the way. I'm gonna pick her up.
No, I'm going to. Say you
Yeah.
go to touch me. You can't do that.
Huh? No. I was gonna pick you up, but then I didn't want the marshal coming down after me.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot what time it was. I actually gotta go.
No worries. We have Sonny.
You got this, though, Sonny, right? I know, but I was.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Seems pretty norm.
I'm sure you'll get a ride for somebody, or you can walk back to the lot. Sorry, boss. See you later.
We have pictures of this man rob the store.
Yes.
We have pictures of this man run away from store.
No.
I mean, we never lost eyes on him the entire time.
Nobody else getting her out of the car.
It was a motorcycle. It was just
Oh
him.
my god, motorcycle? Fuck this
Yep.
guy.
Yep. It was just him on a Manchez.
Ah, did he drive up the mountains?
He tried to.
That is unfortunate. And he headbutting you. What a piece
Yep.
of shit.
Yeah, he was just, and I quote, "You were too close to the bars." I was like, "Wha-"
Oh,
tried-
that's entrapment. You shouldn't be that close to the bars. You're entrapping him into headbutting you.
And he's
That is
saying
your
his
fault.
head doesn't fit through the bars to hit him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That man has a tiny looking fucking head. Oh, pardon my language. Sorry, that is meaning different in my language. My home language. You see this here? I'm going to give it to you, and you should hit him with it.
Hit him with the book. Damn.
Yeah. Oh wait,
Well,
I got something else. What's this one? No? Damn it. Said this one? Damn it. We split it in half. Ah. There you go. You can give that to him.
I should.
Oh,
Oh.
you give it to her.
Oh. Here, Chris.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
I'm gonna eat my
That's
cake.
amazing.
Yeah, you
I
can-
would give this to him, but I can't. Yeah, I don't think you would even see it.
Oh no. You can see it when you get out.
That's amazing.
It is for you.
Gracias. Thank you.
$350, please.
Oh, all right.
I'm just kidding. It is the present.
Oh shit, sorry. Can I come over?
Listen, there are some
yeah.
Okay.
3 things that should stay in the 70s.
I realized I was whispering still when I said it, and I was like, shit, they probably didn't hear me.
Bell bottoms, fondue parties, and that mustache.
Damn.
Do you say bell bottoms?
Yeah.
Where'd my friend go? I just noticed that. Where's my BFF?
Oh, he had to go.
Yeah, he had to go.
Whatever. Anyways, talk to me. Hit me with it. What's going on?
1 count robbery, 1 count evading arrest, 1 count aggravated battery.
The ag bats for the headbutting?
For the headbutt,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
That is...
Hold on 1 second. I think about notes very slowly. Okay. Total time is fine.
$2,550 fine, 105 months in Bolingbroke Penitentiary.
105 months.
Yes.
Okay.
I probably should take notes on this, but I don't care. I don't take notes unless I plead not guilty.
My brain's not working right now.
What do you mean right now?
Shut up, Sonny.
There you go.
I knew some smart ass comment was gonna come out of your mouth.
You make it so easy.
I know I do. Okay, never mind. I know the answer to my own question now. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay. Do you guys have any like photos or anything like that from
Yep,
the store robbery?
we have a photo of him in the store. We also never lost eyes of him at all during the pursuit. He was the only person on his Manchez.
Okay.
And yeah.
Just for shits and giggles, can I see the picture?
Sure.
You know my email, or are you just gonna text it to me?
I mean, I'll just put it here on the ground.
Oh, that works. Not that I don't believe you, but you know, I gotta do my job, cover all my bases.
I mean, it's the police. I don't think anybody believed them.
No, I trust Garcia. Garcia's a good dude. I like the get up, Sonny.
Oh my god, thank you. Fashion
No,
first.
I haven't seen that fit before.
No, it is a repeat. I wore it many times. Because it's so cute.
Okay, should be right there.
Constant.
There you can clearly see him with his mask on. And then you can see the bike outside that we never lost eyes on.
Okay.
I also have photos of the bike if you want those as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you got them.
Yeah.
Is it easier for you to just drop them, or is it easier for you to email them? I don't care either way. Just
I can email you.
Yeah, let me
Whatever's
close this.
easier. I don't care either way.
This is the website you give me for the whatever. Just close. We'll replace. It's fine. It takes forever to convert this MP3. I can delete these. No cancel. No. Where's the recycling bin? Damn it! I didn't want to delete that one. Shit, where's my recycling bin?
Love how you can do that before I can.
I'm very good at
Not
this.
there.
I've done it a million times before. Sending evidence photos is what we do.
Oh, I think it's behind my.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Look.
All right, let me go chat really quick,
Recycle
and
bin.
I'll let you guys know what's going on.
And there's the photo once more, so it's easier, all in one place.
Thank you, sir. All right.
Yep.
I'll let you know
Today,
what's going on.
325 MP3 MKV. I think this is the one. Yep, that is the one. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, Michaels is a good dude. I've known him for a while now.
Oh, I don't dislike him. I just think it's a lot of fun to make fun of him. But if anybody else, it was nothing but professional. I need it written. Not, oh my god, Son is so professional. We love her.
How'd the court case go, Sonny?
It went. I was not as prepared as I want to be. Very rushed for time today. Very stressful day. Deposition last night. I appreciate letting it in last minute. To allow the testimony to be heard, but I did not have time really to be reviewing. Not how I like to. We will see. Is Lena Bishop okay?
Why?
I don't know. She said yesterday she come to court today. But today I asking her, and she not answering. Let me see. I need to edit this document. Clear column. This bigger. Oh, that is what I was looking at. Raven, August Young relate. Was there a DLG assigned to this one? Ah, it is. I don't know. Should I keep these dockets separate and let Mr. Savage try this one on his own? 24 CM dash 086. We will throw link. Apply. This one is our link. Apply. So I need a one is this. This one is some Raven. No, this one is 090. Let's change this to 1. I don't know why nobody else catched that.
Alrighty, friends.
Hola. How's it going?
Oh god, that's wrong. Let me go over here.
Sonny, you gonna come join the party?
No, I don't need to. We saw the trash in the toilet.
Alright. We are looking at 3 charges today. 1 count robbery, 1 count evading a vest, 1 count aggravated battery, $2,550 fine, 105 months in Bolingbrook Penitentiary. How are we looking here?
No contest.
No contest? Okay.
Sword League.
Alright. Nadia, did we give him back everything he can get back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Why are you here, Murray?
Alright, sir. With your no contest plea, I gotta send
That's
you
why.
full-time full fine.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty.
Let me just make sure your plane ticket is correct. 586. Damn canines. All right, Mr. Butcher. Have a good day. Make better choices.
Adios.
See you, Nick. Okie doke.
I was in
Oh my
here
god,
for
that
an
was
hour.
Sorry.
so
For that.
easy.
For a fucking hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know
it's not your
we've been
fault.
here for like an hour and like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So
It's not your fault.
he we went to we apprehended him, right? Took him to pillbox because there's no fire and rescue.
I don't know,
Nurse
people don't
Nancy
care.
says, oh, he needs to go to the ICU. Then 10 minutes later, oh, he doesn't need to be in the ICU. We
Bruh.
come. Yep. We come here. We're talking to him and stuff like that. We read him his rights. Try to get him a lawyer. Nothing for the longest. Then he headbutts me. And then we're like, "Oh, you're around." Bet. So, but yeah, we've been here for quite some time.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's not your fault.
When you called me, I was right outside of VPD, and so I'm looking down because that distracted me and it scared the crap out of me because I was not expecting my phone to ring. Well, there's about like 18 cops outside. I'm like, Jesus Christ! So I almost blow a light right in front of one of them because I didn't let my foot off the gas, and so I pull up behind this car and I'm like, I'm not stopping in time. So I freaking zip around them. I'm like, oh Jesus! There's like there was an MCD in the right lane. There was a cop coming. Was it eastbound on Clinton there? No, Vinewood Boulevard. Yeah, Vinewood Boulevard. Going eastbound on Vinewood Boulevard. I mean, there was just cops everywhere. I was like, okay. I just ran a light in front of like 6 of them. I was like, this is great. This is exactly what we wanted. But anyways.
Yeah. All right.
All right, boy.
Well, let's get you out of here.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah,
put this
that's-
into evidence.
Okay.
Murray, stop being lazy.
So did you need a ride anywhere?
Fair enough.
No, Ed. Oh shit. Maybe.
Maybe.
I can just run.
Are you sure we can get you a ride? Like, I'll give you a ride. It's not a big deal.
You know, Sonny, you can take a ride with me.
Sir Garcia or Mr. Mark?
Either one.
I will not bother you. You have reports to write. I will see what kind of very nice car I'm sure Mr. Michaels is going to be driving.
Okay.
She's
Alrighty.
not wrong.
I appreciate you guys.
No worries, boss. Good to see you.
Thank you. Have this sunny day.
Alrighty, Sonny. Do you mind letting him out then? If you're going with him?
No, he's trapped it in here.
Okay. Okay.
Unlawful imprisonment. Unlawful imprisonment. Let's go.
Damn right, it's unlawful.
No, very lawful.
No.
No.
Open. There we go.
I didn't hear. I didn't know that you needed to be out.
Bullshit. I got 2 witnesses.
No, I paid him with the card.
Mm-hmm. Aha! Bye, Sonny! That's a dirtbag move.
Yes, it is.
Why are you not wearing landers? This way.
I don't know. I will go and walk.
I'm up here.
I don't want to ride with you no more. You tickle me and say see you later.
That was a joke.
You are not funny. I will just walk. It's not that far. Only like 3 blocks.
Damn the car, Sonny.
Your car is little and shitty.
Okay, you can chill. This is a very nice, expensive.
Figures you would only comment.
Yeah, of course I do. I have good taste.
Overcompensating?
Okay. See, he thinks it's nice.
Where are we going? You kidnapping?
No, are you going to the DOJ office?
No, I am going to the court parking. That is where my car
Oh.
is. I come straight from the court to here, and then looking Bert leaving me at the policia.
Damn it, Bert. I just assumed you were at the DOJ office. What case was it? Oh, was it Nicole Merrow? Or, not Nicole Merrow, for fuck's sake.
Katarina Grace.
That one, yes.
Is that one?
Fortunate. I was coming to watch that one. Who won?
I don't know. Nobody.
No decision yet?
No.
That's lame. Good to see you, Sonny.
Thank you.
Of course. We'll see you
Let
later.
me get out in the rain. It is fine.
Cope.
Oh, I need to go in here. No, we don't have the win. No, he played aggravated no contest because he couldn't get any time off anyway because of the aggravated battery. Put this in there and this in there. I will put this in there too. Can this go in there? I don't need those rental papers. I don't know why I'm putting all this shit in here. Oh my god. Let's get rid of some trash. In the bushes. We littering. I don't need you. Hopefully nobody looking here. I don't care. Ah. You see? Oh, look how concerned I look. There we go. Ah! Does this car have gas? Oh, yeah. We can't go to the DLJ headquarters. I don't think any DLJ being around. Whoopsie. Why is it raining right now? Do I have any? Oh, I do have some water. Just drink that. Alright, give me a few minutes. I need to think about life. How to have to work on these dockets. It will be very exciting. Few minutes. Alright, let's do the exciting work of the case preparing. Let me see. Of course, always the wrong monitor. What the fuck? Primary monitor. That worked. Let me see. No, that's not what I want. There we go. Let's see what is this. Yeah. I didn't get that one. I kind of wish I did. I can close this one. I have so many windows. Alright, loads in order. Let's see what is these charges. Charges, these ones. None. Put it in black. Thank you. I like it to look like this. Times 2. Oh my god, times 5. Times 2. Times 1. 25 counts. Oh. What is the government property? Let's see. What did they take? A bullpup? The fire extinguisher. I see. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Illegal weapon component. That is very easy to extend the pistol magazines. Counterfeit. Or is it? No, I don't care about vehicle registration. Position of contraband. Failing the position of counterfeit or marked bills. 40 or more counterfeit or marked bills. You have 390. 309. I think this is going to be... Oh, okay. Let's see, 309 divided by 40. Just making sure... Oh, okay. So it is a maximum of 5 counts, I believe. Yeah. So that is why it is stopped at 5. Plus 1 firearm. With the pistol 9mm. E. What is this guy's name? Ricky Jones. Let's see if Mr. Jones have the weapons license. I don't think he do. It's more investigation. We also seized. More start. Warrant for not having driver's license. Gun license revoke it. Eleven 23. I don't know. Alright. I also don't know who these weapons is registered to. But I am going to assume that the unlawful possession of the ammunition is because he is also not having the weapons license. Last one. How much weed did you have today? 508 AK-47 bags. 15 months per 100 grams. How many grams is that? I guess we have to look at the evidence. So, right, is it in here? No. Why does he have the hunting license? This is a Junior Ranger sticker. A gun case. I don't know. What else you have in here? A flower. Oh, there's the nuts. Where's the wheat? He's got a lot of watches. What's in the glove box? Oh, a duffel bag. More ammunition. Oh, there's the extended mags and the fire extinguisher. Let's see what's in this duffel. They didn't charge him with the cocaine. Oh, petty class 2 drug possession. Oh. I guess they did charge with the cocaine. So the wheat must be in the brioso. See? We got a lot of snowballs. How much is... I can't read that. 5.6. I don't know if that's the right amount of counts. I don't know. 25. What is it? $15 months per 100 grams. 25 counts. 2,500 grams. What? Why is it that many counts? I don't know the math. 100 grams or more of class 1 drugs. May be inferred by the position of 100 grams or more class 1 drugs. Okay. Where is the... 25 grams of marijuana. I don't know how much. 508 bags. I can't read that. £5.6. How many grams is 5.6 pounds? Okay, well, there you go. That is correct. Let's see, plus 2. Oh no, shit. Oh no, I need to go to here. Fucking bitch. Look, Eddie. Shit. Let's put this position and oh shit. No, not that one. There we go. Hey there! Exciting stuff right here. Oopsie, my Red Bull is not empty. I spilled it all over my desk. Perfect. Okay, let's see the charges. Let's see, Exhibit 1. Exhibit 2. BF. I think I could do it that way. You know what? Fuck Imager. This is Surge 2. I'm not dealing with that shit. Oh my gosh. See? Actually. Change this to trunk. Shit, he's cussy. Heather!
Hi.
Why is there 2 pictures of the glove box? What is that? Ah, one is the duffel. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I'm pretty sure that is the brioso. Brioso trunk. Why is there no glove box for brioso? Oh. Let me see. Let's open these up. Okay, that is a glove box. So this should be that one. I see it. Trunk 2. Look at that. Shit. Yeah, warrant. Don't have that. I actually did not look at the PC affidavit yet. But we will put all in here. Oh, no. Is this going to work? Nope. I should read this. Oops. Excuse me. A, B, C, D. Look at this excitement. A, B, C, D, E. I mean, they probably will only want to see the probable cause. Once they see that, then they will likely maybe will play. Change the play. Ricky Jones found they are looking for integrity. So let's do it this way. Let's go. Oh shit, thank you, Diapunk. My heart is happy I did not. Shit. A, B, C, D, E. It won't do it because I'm on screen share. I don't know. I feel like there is a way to get it to. Oh shit. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I'm learning the alphabets. I. And J. Shit. How do I... Let me look here. Oh my god! Look, it made it work! Thank you! My heart is happy. Oh, this is always my favorite clip right there. This, Oh my god, 10 months. Thank you so much. Oh, Mr. Darts signing this one. Alright, let's see. The probable cause. They're looking for these vehicles. Benefactor Stretch. Here's a limo. Look at that. Bill 400. White body. Brioso. Who the fuck uses Brioso for this stash car? I guess it's cheap. Okay, the cars are looking forward to getting access to any and all storage areas inside of Mr. Ricky Jones's vehicles to aid myself and other DLOs in a large-scale investigation to safely dispose of any Class 1 and Class 2 firearms to protecting the citizens of the state and law enforcement officers. He been a busy boy. 8th, 10th, 24th, 29th, 11th. There's some parts he's working. There goes the warrant. Alright, perfect. Well. You see? The Public Defender's Office, Mr. Daniel Robinson, Lady Becker, second chair. That will assign me first chair. 1 in this matter. Defense would like to make a motion to Venus a search warrant for the vehicle and probable cause of David upon Mr. Jonesy's for this incident. You are welcome for no CC. To the court. Shit. See, I don't do it that way. I like to be difficult. Actually, let me. Because it will mess up when I do this. I like to be difficult, and we need to unordered. 1. A. I like to be difficult. A. B. E. 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 F. G. H. I. J. Three. Four. I don't. Mr. Trooper. In the raising. Be investigating. There we go. Let's see, grabbing the signature. Sunny. No, not there. Need to go here. Signing it. I know nobody can read that. It's fine. We will CC everybody. I just copy somebody else CC. I don't give a shit. Will there be any happy face emojis in this? I do not think so. You can never put Tokoshi's. You fucking bitch. That is why I copy that shit. It is annoying as fuck. I can't copy the signature though because then it ends up not right. That is all I'm going to do here, I think. We will see. They were in the duffel bag. I don't know the kind of vehicle. In your Look how boring. That's one drug position. But the class 2 drug position. That was in the duffel bag, I think, of the other one. Why is it only one count of the ammunition? I don't know. Where's the money? It was in the trunk. Look at that. $309. Plus one firearm. That was in the trunk. This is B2. No. 2. Wait, what? No. 3B. Shit. Duffel 1. 3E. I like to be organized. 3E. Is so easy this one. 3E. I'm pretty sure the cocaine is in duffel 2. Yes. One. Three. If let me see ammunition. How much ammunition can you have? Is it just I can't play the game? I've been trying to play for hours now. I am sure you are leveling up. Birdie keeps killing you. Oh! Wait, what game are you playing? Oh, this is just one count. Doesn't say there is a maximum or stacking. Where does it say how many ammunitions? 36 boxes of pistol ammunition? I'll figure that out later. Let's see. Oh, this one. Good. This one is not there. I got the EMS stream soon. I got these to do, bro. 508. Marijuana. 516. Or 24. Wait. 2540 grams. In the brioso. Oh my god, what is that sound? Which brioso is it? Eat drunk. 2. In here. Look at me remembering shit. 4B. That is 3A. Duty pistol. Oops. Where the fuck is this car? I don't know if this car is the Tanhuara. Tanhuara. Well, here is what I am needing. I would love to know the serial number of these weapons. That would be great if you could show me that. Thank you, Alicia. It's not a duffuk to fail. That is good. Where does this go? It goes right. Well, that should please them. Don't. Oh, that is what this is. Copy. Look, I can put this over here. Goes there. Look at that. Oh, perfect. This is what this lady wants. Oh, Icarus. Where's my texting? Need? See. What you doing, Lady Cassie?
Working on a couple cases.
Oh, which ones?
I'm second chair on both the Fox Wilson case and then hold on, what's Constantine and
Michael Maxim.
yeah, that's it. Yeah. So
Oh, murder. What? Okay, well, that is good timing. I am going to go. I will be back later. Tomorrow. Maybe. Fucking bitch. To go do some shit. And I have to write some documents tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the subsidies and the follows. Making my heart happy. Have the above average night. Have the sunny day. And hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the boring court docket preparing. Huh? Bye.